Peeper has been displaying some undesirable behaviors as of late, and I want to go back to some remedial work with her. So I'm going to go over the Leave It progression, starting with the first step, which is eye contact, having her look away from a distraction and back to me. I have treats in my hand, put them to her nose, draw them to the side, yes. She looks away, she's quite good at this. Just change my hand, yes. A little bit, maybe it took a little bit longer. Yes, girl. And then I can do it with treats in both hands, have them down by my side, and I don't want her to go for them. Yes, good girl. Okay, so we got past step one. Step two is the foot dance. I'm going to drop a treat on the floor. I'll hold her back so that she doesn't get it. Drop the treat on the floor. I'm going to cover it with my foot. She needs to look away. Yes, and back to me. Yes. Stepping away, I'm about 2 feet from the treat. Yes. Oh, little stinker. Now, in my training, I do a lot of throwing rewards for her. Yes. Yes. If she goes for this treat, I'm going to cover it with my foot, then I'll take my foot back off. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Now she's like, treat does not exist. Liz, yes. You are the only thing that exists in my life. Good girl. Yes. Break. I rarely let the dog have the treat that's on the floor because this treat represents a broken glass or an ibuprofen that I've dropped on the floor. So it's just plain old dangerous to let the dog have something that falls on the floor. So if you're making soup and you drop a carrot on the floor, I want you to step on it, pick it up, put it in the soup pot, eat it, give it to your dog, whatever. But I don't want your dog to assume that she can just have it. Now I'm going to do the third step of the Leave It progression. I have Peeper on leash for this because I don't want her to be successful with getting the treat on the floor. So I'm going to toss the treat out. Yes. When she looks away from the treat and back to me, pop in a quick marker. I'm using yes in this case. Yes. Good girl. Break. Yes. Good girl. I draw her away from the treat to get her reward. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Now I'm going to name it. Ready? Leave it. Yes. Very early with my command with her, I thought that she would respond. Let's go. Right before she turns, leave it. Yes. Good girl. I'll say the word. Leave it. Yes. Leave it. Yes. Good girl. Now I need to go pick up these treats, and I'm going to have my dog in a sit, maintain, while I go and pick up the treats. Intermittently, yes, I'll come in and reward her with one of the treats that I picked off the ground. Notice I didn't tell her S-T-A-Y. I don't use that word very often because I expect my dogs to maintain the behavior that I have cued her to do. Yes. Break. Now release. She can go clean up. I expect her to maintain the behaviors that I've cued her to do until I tell her otherwise. And I tell her otherwise by using her release word. So the next step is that I'm going to put a couple of piles of treats on the ground, and I'm going to walk with Peeper on leash over and around these treats. Here. Sit. Peep. Break. There she goes. Good girl. Let's go. Yes. Notice I'm not pulling back on her leash. I have a fairly short leash. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Yes. Clearly, I have not done a whole lot of this work recently with her. Leave it. Yes. So leave it is the cue I'll use. When she spots something, leave it. Yes. That's when I'll say the word. And I know she's spotting something, leave it. Yes. Because her head is in the direction of the item that she desires. Right? Good girl. Leave it. Yes. So now, leave it. Good girl. Leave it. Yes. So now we're essentially walking over these trees. Leave it. Good girl. Leave it. Yes. Picking up the treat that I just dropped, because otherwise that would be contrary to what I'm training here. Good girl. Leave it. Yes, right over the pile of treats. Good girl. Sit. And now we'll do the final step. This will be done off leash. Definitely a lot more tricky. Break. I'm going to be putting some pressure on her. Break. So I'll drop the treat on the floor. Yes. And if she comes into it, I'm going to move into her body, taking the pressure off of the treat. Yes. Leave it. Good girl. Yes. Leave it. Yes. Now, leave it. Yes. Now I'm going to try something a little more challenging. We'll see how this one goes. I'm going to recall her to me. And I don't want her going for the treats. So I might stack my command of saying, Peeper, C-O-N-E, leave it. Break. Come, leave it. Yes. Good girl. Wait. Come, leave it. Leave it. Yes. Good girl. That was so fabulous. Good girl. Yay. So she just got a jackpot because that was super, leave it. That was super hard. Wait. Peeper, come. Leave it. Leave it. Yes. Good girl. That was awesome. Good girl. What a smart puppy. Good girl. Sit. Good. Now I need to pick these up again while she maintains her control position. So this is nice because I'm adding, this is a lot of brain work. And so brain work really tires your dog out. Break. Come. Yes. Thank you.